So we'll go ahead and begin in a comfortable seated position. So peel the flesh or the love from underneath your bottom so that you can ground down through your sits bones. You'll relax the shoulders away from the ears and let your fingers be soft and gentle, maybe palms down, unless you prefer palms up. Draw a full breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, open mouth sigh, let it go. A couple more times. Inhaling through the nose, feel that air enter through the low belly up to the chest. And as you exhale, open mouth sigh, let that breath go. One more big cleansing breath in through your nose. Sip in a little more just as you think you've reached the peak. And then as you exhale, open mouth sigh and let that breath go. Go ahead and take the tongue, lick the lips, seal them to one another, closing those eyes if you'd like. And then begin breathing in and out of your nose. As you begin that breath work in through the nostrils and out of the nostrils, you'll constrict the back of your throat. Through that constriction, you'll drag that breath back and forth, creating that oceanic sound. It's known as our oceanic breath. It's also known as our victorious breath, or in Sanskrit, our Ujjayi pranayama. Start to notice the texture on which you rest on. Maybe as your fingers gently touch the legs, you notice the texture of your clothing or your skin. Allow yourself to reach to the crown of the head, rooting through the sits bones, and relaxing those shoulders away from your ears. Take this moment here to scan from the crown of the head, down through your trunk, traveling down to the limbs until you reach the fingernails and your toes. You're simply observing with love, with kindness. And then scan the opposite way. Start with your toes, travel through the trunk, and finalize through the crown of the head. As you observe how your body feels, where your mind is at, make no judgment, accept everything as is and with love. Setting an intention or a dedication for your practice this morning. I encourage you to focus inward, to look inside and see what it is that you need today, or where you'd like to send your love and light towards. Retain it for yourself, or simply send it out into this universe. Whatever you decide on, draw this next breath in fully. And as you exhale, send it out with love. Blinking those eyes open or keeping those eyes closed. On our next inhale, we'll circle sweep our arms up towards the sky, allow our palms to kiss over our head. And as we exhale, bringing those hands into prayer and at our heart space. Inhale, pull those shoulders up. Exhale, roll your shoulders down. Inhale, circle sweep those arms back up towards the sky. And as you exhale, right hand to that right side, extend the left fingertips towards that right edge of the mat. Spread your right fingers nice and wide, grip into the mat with the finger pads. Open the heart up, release and extend those left fingertips towards that right side. Take another breath in here. Let that breath go. On your next inhale, both arms reach up towards the sky. And as you exhale, pull the heads of your elbows down, tilt your chin up slightly. And then inhale, extend those arms back up. And as you exhale, left hand to that left side, right fingertips follow. Pull that right shoulder away from your ear, draw the breath in. This is where you can lock the ribs in towards one another, drawing the navel towards the spine as well, and engaging that pelvic floor muscle. Last inhale here, last exhale here. And then inhale, both arms reach up towards the sky, and as we exhale, once more, pull the heads of your elbows down, expand through your collarbone. Inhale, those arms reach up, keep those ribs knit together. And as you exhale, right hand down, left hand down, extend both right and left palm forward as you bow your chest down. On that inhale, lift your heart up, maybe just your chin. And as you exhale, bow it down. Inhale, lift that head up, taking that chin forward. And as you exhale, bow it down. Last time, inhale, you lift up, looking forward. And as you exhale, bow it down. Maybe release those elbow heads down onto the mat. Feel the tailbone reaching towards the back end of the mat. Feel the fingertips extend forward. Drag your shoulders away from your ears and draw one more breath in. Exhale, let that breath go. On your next inhale, walk your hands all the way over towards that right side of the mat, and then inhale, extend and sweep that left arm up. Exhale, left fingertips touch down. Inhale, those hands work towards the front, all the way over towards that left side. Let that breath go here, and then inhale, extend and reach that right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Walk the hands back towards center. Let the heart rest down. Inhale, begin to lift and rise up, sliding your fingertips towards your shin bones. Cat it back as you exhale. Inhale, draw the heart forward, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Two more. Exhale, dome that spine, catting it back. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, last time, take it back. Inhale, bring it forward. And on this next breath out, find the still spine. Take a full breath in, take your heart over towards that top right corner, circle sweep it around to the left. You'll take 3 of these Supti grinds. And then you'll switch it out. So come back to stillness. Inhale to that top left corner, around to the left. Top left corner, around to the right. 3 circles in this direction, getting that spinal flexion. And then work your way back to center. On your next breath in, reach those arms up, palms kiss, hands into prayer and at your heart space. Let the thumbs rest at the sternum. Let the palms kiss firmly into one another. Take a full breath in here. Revisit your intention or that dedication and let that breath go. Slowly begin to release the hands down to your sides. You'll switch the direction. You have your legs crossed now. Peel the flesh once more if necessary. Anchor yourself into the earth. On your next inhale, circle sweep your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, head to the elbows, pull down. Knit your ribs like somebody's zipping you up. Inhale, your arms reach up. Exhale, twist open towards that right side. Right fingertips resting anywhere behind you and left hand anywhere along this right side, even on your left foot if you'd like. Rise up nice and tall through the spine, drop the shoulders away from the ears, and then exhale. Ring through your midsection, looking over your right shoulder. Take a full breath in here. Let that breath go. On your next inhale, the arms reach back up towards front and center. And as we exhale, twist open towards our left side. Rise through the crown, ground through the sits bones. A full breath in, the navel engages. And as we exhale, we look over our left shoulder. Big breath in, and that big release out. On our next inhale, both arms reach back up towards front and center. And as we exhale, pull the heads of your elbows down, expand the collarbone. Inhale, reach those arms up. As you exhale, left hand down, right hand follows suit. Extend and float that right and left hand towards the tip top of your mat as you bow down. On your next inhale, bend those elbows slightly, tilt your chin up. And as you exhale, bow your chest back down. Inhale, press through the palms, lift the heart, extending through the neck. And then exhale, bow it down. Last time up. And then this time as you exhale, bow down, anchor your elbows and your forearms down to the mat as you flatten your spine. Take a full breath in here. Let that breath go. On your next inhale, start to press the palms into the mat, lift the chest up. As you exhale, walk those hands over towards that left edge of the mat. Breathe in through your nose. Let that breath go. And then inhale, extend and reach up towards the sky with that right arm. Exhale, right hand kisses the earth. Inhale, the hands slide all the way over towards that right side. Inhale, extend and lift that left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, the left fingertips release. Inhale, we return back to center. As we exhale, we relax the shoulders. On our next breath in, slide those hands towards your shin bones and exhale to cat it back. On our breath in, we pull the elbow heads back. We spread the sternum wide. Exhale, catting it back, finding that flexion through our vertebrae. Inhale, we lift up. Last time we go back. And then the last time as we inhale, we go forward. And then exhale, find neutralization. Take your time, breathe in, bring the heart towards that top left corner, around to the right. Circle it to the back, 3 of these total. You can move slow, you can move fast, you can make small or large circles. Switching it out, inhale to that top right corner, around to the left. 2 more times. Last time around. And then inhale, neutralize your body. Inhale, sweep those arms up, palms kiss over your head, gaze up if possible, and then exhale, bring those hands into prayer at your heart space. Closing your eyes, bow to yourself, bow to the journey we're sharing this morning. Breathe in through the nose. And as you exhale, release the hands down and work your way into a tabletop position. So uncross those legs, bringing those knees down to the mat. As you bring those knees down to the mat, place those palms down on the earth. Go ahead and wiggle the hips from the right side of the room to the left side of the room. Find stillness when you're ready. Our big toes are going to kiss. Our knees are going to come out to the edges of the mat, tops of the feet, press into the earth, and we'll exhale, sink the hips back. Relaxing through the low half of our body, we'll inhale, extend those palms forward, and then exhale, child's pose as we bow our body down. Take a full breath in here. Drag your shoulders away from your ears, melt your heart, your chest closer to the earth. You've got 2 more here. You're welcome to massage the space between your eyebrows as you rock your head from right side of the room to left side of the room. Finalize that last breath in. And as you exhale, release and let it go. On our next breath in, we'll rise up into that tabletop position, stacking on all 4s. So wrist in line with the shoulders, knee in line with the hips. Curl the toes under, send the weight of your body back to stretch the bottom of your feet. Take a breath in, lift your chest up slightly, and as you exhale, send the hips back, roll your little toes out to the right and left edge of the mat. Inhale, bring them back in. Exhale, roll them back out. Once more, inhale, bring them in. Exhale, roll them out. On your next breath in, rising and rolling forward into tabletop. Lift your feet off the mat, a few circles with your ankles in each direction, and then maybe pitter pat your feet on top to bring back that sensation. Pause here, take a breath in. As you take that next breath in, tuck the toes under, drop your belly down, retract the shoulders, pull the chest up towards the sky. On our exhale, tops of the feet into the mat, dome your spine, bringing the crown of the head to point towards the earth. Inhale for that cow pose, retracting the shoulders. Exhale for your cat pose, doming the spine, pressing the palms firmly into the earth. One last round. Inhale, cow pose. And then exhale, catting it back. On our next breath in, we'll neutralize the body. As we neutralize the body, bring those knees towards one another. Tucking your right toes under. Inhale, extend that left leg behind you. Press both the right and the left palm into the earth. If your hip lifted up, drop it down. Point those toes down. Stay here for a modification or modify by extending that right hand forward. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, pull that elbow and knee in towards your heart space. Inhale, reach actively and long. Exhale, pull it in. This is core work. Draw it up and in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, together. Inhale, we expand nice and long. And on that exhale, we release that right palm down. Send our left toes over towards the right edge. Look over your right shoulder. Breath out. Squeeze the thighs. One more inhale and one more exhale. On our next inhale, we'll look forward, sliding your foot directly behind you, sliding this left foot out towards that left edge. As that left foot comes out towards that left edge, walk your hands towards your body. Inhale, rise up for gate pose. As we rise all the way up, pressing through the pinky side blade of your left foot. Exhale, heads of the elbows pull down. Inhale, those arms reach up. Exhale, side bend towards that left edge. If you dropped your right shoulder down, peel that right shoulder up. Maybe bring that left hand closer to your hip instead of extending too far. One more inhale here. One last exhale here. On our next inhale, the arms come up. And as we exhale, our fingertips drop down. We walk our hands towards the tip top of the mat, press the top of our foot on the earth, slide our hips back, bow our chest down. As we bow that chest down, you can extend and open through your left inner thigh or that growing area. Take a full belly breath in here. Let that breath go. One more inhale here, and you let that breath go. On our next breath in, rise up, palms down onto the mat, hips lift up. Slide this left foot towards you, step this left foot to the top of your mat. Go ahead and bring that right and left hand framing this left foot. Take a breath in, top of your foot presses into the earth. Inhale, we rise up into that low lunge. Shoulders away from the ears, biceps in line with the ears. Another breath here. And then exhale, pull the elbows down, open the chest up. Inhale, those arms reach up. Exhale, the hands come down. They frame that front foot. Straighten your front leg as you send your hips back for that half split. Lift the chest up on that breath in. Flexing the toes or pointing the toes. You'll exhale, bow that chest down. Two more. Inhale, we'll lift up. Exhale, we'll release down. Inhale, we lift it up. And exhale, bending those elbows, belly connects to the thigh as much as your body permits this morning. On our next inhale, we'll rise up. Bend that left knee, sole of the left foot down to the ground. Inhale, the arms reach up. And then palms kiss, hands into prayer and at your heart space. Take a breath in. Twisting open towards that left side. Decide if you want your right elbow to the thigh or if you prefer extending the arms forward, sliding that left hand behind you. Neither is incorrect. It just depends where you want to be. Wherever you are, enjoy the sensation of opening and wringing out the body. Take a full breath in here. Let that breath go. If your arms are extended, palms come back together. If your elbow is down, palms back together. Lift up. Inhale, arms up. Extend those fingertips. Exhale, the palms come down. They frame that left foot. Curl your right toes. Lift your right knee. Inhale, extend and lift that left arm up towards the sky. Full breath in. A full breath out. One more inhale, and then exhale. Your hand releases to the mat. Slide back into downward dog. Paddle or march your feet out as you bend that right knee, straightening the left, back and forth. On your next breath in, find stillness. Tilt your hips up towards the sky. Allow the armpits to hollow out. Spread your fingers wide. As you send the hips up towards the sky, the heart goes towards the thighs. Take a full breath in here. Let that breath go. One more inhale here. Letting that breath go. On our next inhale, lift the heels, roll your spine forward, work your way into plank. Drop the knees to the mat if you desire. Pull your elbows in, shrug or shift the shoulders back. Navel is engaged, and then exhale, we lower all the way down. As we lower all the way down, if the back is tender, take those legs out wide. If your back is good, keep them tight. Send your fingertips beyond your mat. Pull the elbows in, feel yourself retract, and then inhale, lift your chest up. It can be an inch, it can be 5 inches. Exhale, release the chest down. Inhale, lift that chest up once more. Drop your right shoulder down, look over towards the left side of the room. Inhale, you'll lift up. Exhale, you'll release that left shoulder down, look over to the right. Inhale, lifting up. And then exhale, lowering the frame back down. Slide your hands back to your breastbone. Walk your knees and thighs towards one another. Tuck those toes under. Inhale, plank on our knees. Tops of the feet together, toes together, knees spread out. Exhale, child's pose. Send the hips back. Work your belly so that you can rest it closer to the earth. Take a full breath in here. Let that breath go. Take another big giant breath in. And let that breath go. Last breath here in this child's pose. Letting that breath go. On our next inhale, begin to lift and rise up back onto all fours. As you work your way into all fours, knees come closer towards one another or at least hip width distance. We're taking 3 more rounds of cat-cows. This time we'll take roller coaster cat-cows. So start with your hips towards the back. As you start with the hips towards the back, bend those elbows. Inhale, visualize you're a snake slithering up for that cow pose. Exhale, roller coaster your spine, send the tailbone back. Inhale, dip down, lift up, cow pose. Exhale, dome that spine, slide the hips back. Last one. Inhale, really extend and reach. And then exhale, really press the spine out. On that next breath in, neutralize. As we neutralize, knees together, tucking those toes under. You'll keep the left toes tucked. Inhale, that right leg sends it back. As you send that right leg back, either both palms stay down on the mat, or if you prefer, extending that left palm forward. Once more, keep the hip parallel with the right one. Draw the navel up and in. No hyperextension of the elbow, so there's a soft bend. Take a full breath in here, and then exhale, elbow and knee, tuck into the center. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, pull it in tight. Inhale, we reach long. Exhale, we pull it in tight. That was our last crunch. Inhale, arms, leg out. Release that left palm down. Slide your right foot to the left edge of the mat. Squeeze those thighs and exhale, look over your left shoulder. Take another breath in. Press the right hip over to the right side as you let that breath go once more. On your next inhale, looking forward, sliding your right foot to the right side of the room. So back and then to the right side of the room. As it comes towards that right side of the room, hands walk towards your kneecap. And then inhale, rise up. Adjust the stance where you see fit. Full belly breath in, maybe a giant smile. And then exhale, head to the elbows, pull down. This is where you pull those ribs together. Inhale, those arms reach up. Exhale, side bend. Bring right hand to that right side. Pull the left shoulder away from the ear. Big belly breath in here. Big release out. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, the hands release down to the mat. Top of your left foot on the earth, bowing the chest down, walking those hands forward. Full inhale here. Full exhale. Inner thigh on this right side is expanding and releasing. Take another breath here. Let that breath go. On your next inhale, begin to lift and rise up. You're on your hands and you're on this one left knee. Slide the right foot towards you. Step that right foot to the center of your mat. Hands come around to frame that right foot. Press the top of the left foot on the earth. Inhale, start to lift and rise up for that low lunge. A full breath in here, low lunge. And then exhale, head to the elbows, pull down. As our heart opens, we pull the ribs together. Squeeze the thighs. Inhale, those arms reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands into prayer and at our heart space. Twisting open towards our right side. Breathe in. And then either take that elbow towards this right thigh or inhale, the arms fan out from the right or the top and the back of the mat. Full breath in, full breath out. On your next inhale, both arms reach back up towards the sky. As we exhale, the hands come down. They frame that front foot. Tucking your back toe, lifting that back knee. Inhale, extend and float that right arm up. Shoulders pull back. There's strength through this back left heel. Sit the hips low. One more inhale. And then exhale, slide this right hand back and down to frame your right foot. Take that right foot, step back as you exhale into downward facing dog. March or paddle your feet out. Pausing here in downward dog, send the hips up a little higher, iron your back out. So if you have your chest concave, feel the strength through your shoulders. Take a full breath in. Let that breath go. On your next inhale, lift the heels, roll your vertebrae forward. You're in plank pose. Shoulders are here over the wrist. On or off those knees. Elbows in, shoulders back. Exhale, lower your frame down. Keep the hands close to your breastbone. You know the drill with the legs. Elbows in tight. Inhale, rise up for baby cobra. Once you rise up, maybe float the fingertips about an inch off the mat as you pull your elbows back and you're looking about a foot in front of you to maybe 2 feet. One more inhale here. Exhale, lower your body down. Inhale, plank on or off those knees, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in here. Let that breath go. On your next inhale, lift the heels, bend those knees. Look forward, walk or step your feet in between your thumbs as you exhale for forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. a flat back. Exhale, melt it all the way back down. Separating the feet hip width distance apart or maybe even greater. Grab those elbows for ragdoll. Droop your head so no wrinkles on the back of your neck. So if you're tilting your chin forward, let yourself let go. Be patient with your body. Be patient with yourself. Acknowledge the thoughts that enter, but the ones that no longer serve you, let those go. Accept all things with love. Maybe all things as a lesson. As you slide your body from right side to left side. Work your way back to center, releasing the fingertips back down towards the ground. Heel toe your feet back to center. A soft bend of the knees, and then inhale, reverse and rise. Circle sweep those arms out to the sides, up to the sky, ribs knit together. Palms kiss, exhale, hands into prayer and at our heart space. Full belly breath in as we pull our shoulders up. Full belly breath out as we release our shoulders down. Inhale, circle sweep those arms up towards the sky. Exhale, heads of the elbows pull down. Inhale, those arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Release the fingertips down to the mat. Step back with that right foot. Drop that right knee down. Inhale, rise up for that low lunge. Exhale, heads of the elbows pull down. Inhale, those arms reach up. Either palms together to twist or open this heart up towards that left side. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, work your way back to center, arms reaching up. Exhale, hands come down, they frame that front foot. Send the hips back, straightening and stretching through this left leg. Take a full breath in here. Let that breath go. On our next inhale, return the sole of the left foot down, tuck the back toe, lift that back knee. Keeping the right fingertips down, inhale, extend and lift up towards the sky with that left hand. A full breath in here. Can you find some strength in your body by pulling the core together and by pulling those thighs together and lift and float your right fingertips 2 inches off the mat? You can still look down towards your knee, but keep that femur engaged. One more breath here. And then exhale, release the fingertips down. Step this left foot back into three-legged dog. From that three-legged dog, bend the knees, stack hip over hip. Big giant circles with this left knee in one direction. And then the opposite direction. On your next inhale, extending this left leg, squaring your hip. As you exhale, roll into three-legged plank. If you'd like to come onto your knees, maybe it's just the right knee, maybe it's both right and left, your choice. Elbows in, send the weight forward, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, rise up for cobra, baby cobra, or maybe it's upward facing dog for you where the palms and the tops of the feet anchor into the earth. One more inhale here. Let that breath go. On our next breath in, tucking those toes, lifting the firmly through the core. Exhale, downward facing dog. Draw a breath in. Let that breath go. One more inhale, letting that breath go. On your next inhale, lifting the heels, bending those knees, looking forward. Walk or step your feet in between your thumbs as you exhale for forward fold. Inhale, lift it up halfway. Exhale, melt it all the way back down. Separating the feet. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers and then place your thumb on top of that big toenail. Pull your elbows out to the left and to the right. Drop the crown of the head to point towards the earth. Bend those knees. As you bend your knees, pull your elbows out a little more firmly towards the right and left side. Belly's connected to the thighs, or you can start to straighten your right and left leg. Take another 2 inhales here. One more big breath in. And as we begin to release, we'll exhale to drop the hips low, release the hands from the toes. Walk our feet back towards one another. And then inhale, we'll reverse and rise. Slide the arms out when you're ready and up. Palms will kiss. Exhale, hands come into prayer and at our heart space. Press firmly into your palms. Drop the shoulders down. Inhale, shoulders up, breath in. Exhale, shoulders down, breath out. Inhale, circle sweep your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, heads of the elbows pull down. Inhale, those arms reach up. Exhale, soft bend of the knees, forward fold. Plant the fingertips down onto the mat. Step back with that left foot. Drop your left knee down to the ground. Inhale, we'll rise up for low lunge. Exhale, heads of the elbows pull down. Inhale, those arms reach up, either palms together, hands at prayer and at heart space, or twist open with the elbow or the arms extending. Inhale through the nose, exhale, twist, whether it's the elbow or it's the arms, your choice. Take a full breath in here. Let that breath go. One more belly breath in, belly breath out. On our next inhale, return and rise back into that low lunge. And then exhale, the hands come down, they frame that front foot. Straighten your right leg, shift the hips back, bow it down. Breathe in through the nose here. Let that breath go as you melt your heart down. Inhale, you'll begin to lift and rise up. Bend the right knee, solo your right foot down to the ground. Tuck the back toes, lift that left knee. Extend and float your right arm up when you're ready. Pull the belly in, rotate through your spine or through the midsection. From here, maybe begin to look down at your right toes and then start to float your peace fingers off the mat. Stay strong, pull those thighs together, squeeze your glutes. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, fingertips both come down to anchor and frame that right foot. Slide this right leg back for three-legged dog. Bending the knees, stacking hip over hip. Big giant circles with your right knee in one direction. And then the opposite direction. Inhale, extending the leg, squaring the hip, three-legged dog. As you exhale, maybe roll into that three-legged plank. On or off the knees, one, both, or none. And as you exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, rise up for upward facing dog if you're ready. Otherwise, take cobra. Tilt the hips up when you're ready. Untuck those toes, downward facing dog. Draw a breath in. And then exhale, knees down. Take that child's pose. So you take your child's pose, those arms can extend forward or those arms can come to your sides, your choice. Big inhale here. Big release. Maybe an open mouth sigh. Another full breath in. Letting that breath go. Quickly scan the features of the face and notice if you're squeezing your eyebrows or clenching the jaw. And if you are, can you soften that for just a moment? Strength, but grace within your body. Last inhale here. And that last exhale here. On your next breath in, begin to lift and rise up into your tabletop. From tabletop, curling the toes, lifting those knees, tilting the hips up, exhale into your downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, on your next breath in, extend and lift that left leg up towards the sky, bending the knees, stacking hip over hip. If you'd like to take that flip dog or wild thing, protect your shoulder by sliding the weight of the body forward. Your right shoulder is a hair over this right wrist. Spin that left blade, opening up. Dip the hips if you need to. Inhale, lift the heart up. Full breath in. And on that exhale, cartwheel your way back around, even if it means dipping the hip. Pivot that right foot, extend this left leg for three-legged dog. As you exhale, take that left knee, tap that left elbow. Inhale, extending back. Exhale, take this left knee, tap that right elbow. Inhale, extend your left leg back. And as you exhale, pull the left knee into your chest, lift the right heel, look in between your thumbs. Take your time as you step that foot in between the thumbs. Full breath in, stabilize through the core, and only when you're ready, inhale, lift your fingers off the mat. Pause here. Inhale, lift all the way up, high crescent lunge. From that high crescent lunge, we're gonna bend this back right knee 3 times as we lift up. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend and tap if you'd like. Inhale, lift it up. 2 more. Exhale, squeeze those thighs. Inhale, lift it up. Last time. And then inhale, we lift up. So we lift up, palms come parallel to the mat. We spin that right blade for warrior 2. Take a moment to check your stance out. So you want to align this left heel with the arch of your right foot. And you want to pivot your right toes just about an 85-degree angle. Shoulders are away from the ears. That gaze is just beyond your peace fingers. Take a breath in, squeeze those thighs. Let that breath go. Drop that back right hand down, flip that left palm, extend the fingertips maybe about a ½ inch, and then inhale, reverse that warrior. A full breath in here. You're still strong through your inner thighs. And then exhale, extended side angle, forearm on the thigh. Lift and float that right arm up towards the sky. If you've collapsed this left knee, open that left thigh up by pressing through the pinky side blade. Don't dump your weight, instead lift. Full breath in here. Let that breath go. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And as we exhale, take warrior two. In this warrior two, trust yourself with balance. You're going to airplane your arms so that they're at a letter T, and you're going to pivot this right back foot so that you're on the ball of it. So breathe in, and then start to twist open. Let that breath go here. If your stance is too wide, step this right foot forward. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, palms come together, hands at prayer and at your heart space. You're twisting to that left side, either elbow or arms, your choice. Inhaling when you're ready, opening up as you exhale, twist. As you twist or you bow down, either or, breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, those arms come back to center. Those palms kiss, hands come into prayer and at your heart space once more. Take a leap of faith here. So using your core, lean the body forward, pulling this right leg through, lifting that right knee up. As you lift that right knee up, take a breath in. And then hands come around and wrap underneath the hamstring. If you have your right hip hiked up, drop that right hip down. Feel yourself stabilize. Hands can be anywhere. If you'd like to take a little piston, this is where you're able to extend that leg long. If you have a wall, maybe you want to hang on to the wall and extend your chair, whatever it is for you. So if you're here and you've extended, stay here. If you'd like to take a twist with your left hand, grab that outside edge of your right leg. Inhale, extend and reach that right arm up. Exhale, twist. This is a little more challenging. So if you're not there today, you can be here as well. Wherever you're at, one more breath in. And one last breath out. On your next inhale, releasing the arms back up towards the sky, bending that knee if you need to. And all on your breath and time, exhale, hands come into prayer and at your heart space. We're working our way into warrior three, so your arms can either go forward as you bow down or your arms can come down to airplane arms instead. Take a full breath in here. Let that breath go. One more. This is your strength here, your back. You're squeezing those glutes. Exhale, fingertips release to the mat as you bow down for standing split. One more inhale. Let that breath go. Inhale, you lift up halfway. If possible, I want you to tuck this right knee in towards your chest. Bend that left knee enough to where you can walk your fingertips to frame your left foot. And then this is a challenge. Thread that right foot through low piston. As you come into low piston, you might want to release the heel down. It's up to you. Hands can come into prayer. Take a breath in. Exhale, fingertips release down. If the leg was lifted, pull the knee back in. Standing split once more. From that standing split, as you exhale, step your foot back, framing the palm, planting the palms down on the mat, framing that left foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. From three-legged dog, three-legged plank or regular plank, on or off the knees. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tilt those hips up, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, let that breath go. Take another breath in, and you'll let that breath go. Last belly breath in here, and you'll let that breath go. On your next inhale, extend and lift this right leg up towards the sky, bending the knee, stacking hip over hip. If you went into the wild thing or that flip dog, the difference is straight legs and bent knee. So wild thing, you keep this left leg straight. Shoulders are still over the wrist. You spin and pivot as you open the heart. Flip dog. Flip dog, both knees bend. Step and then lift. Either or. Full breath in and then exhale, pivot back into three-legged dog. Little core work here, so prep your body. One breath in, and as you exhale, take this right knee, tap that right elbow. Inhale, strong leg. Exhale, cross it to that left elbow. Inhale, strong leg. Exhale, knee in towards your chest, looking forward. Take your time as you step that foot in between your thumbs. Breathe in through the nose here. Stabilize as you let that breath go. On your next inhale, float the fingertips off the earth. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. On your next inhale, rise up for high crescent lunge. As you come into high crescent lunge, draw a breath in. Back knee bends 3 times, elbows pull down. Inhale, lift it up. Strong glute, squeeze it. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, you lift up. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, lift up. On that next exhale, pivot your back foot, 85-degree angle, arms parallel for warrior 2. Align the body, soften those arms, draw that breath in, look beyond your peace fingers, back hand down, flip that right palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. One more inhale here, and then exhale, extended side angle, forearm on the thigh, sweep and lift that left arm up. Once more, if you've collapsed into the thigh, lift up, reach up, feel that activeness through your body. Spin and rotate your left hip open. One more inhale here. Let that breath go. Inhale, reverse the warrior, cartwheel those hands back, and then exhale, arms parallel for warrior 2. Trust yourself as you spin into airplane for high crescent lunge. So inhale, breath in, twist and open, let that breath go here. Inhale, the arms reach up for high crescent lunge. Palms together, hands at prayer and at your heart space. If you're twisting with your arms extended to the front and to the back, or if you're twisting with this left elbow towards this right thigh, drop the hips low, breath in, and then exhale, twist. Whichever twist you took is perfectly fine. One more inhale here, and an exhale here. On our inhale, we come back into that high crescent lunge. Palms will kiss, hands into prayer and at our heart space. Trust yourself. If you've gone too far back, take that step forward. But when you're ready, lean the body, bend that right knee, pull the left toes to tap. Inhale, lift that left knee up. Once you lift that left knee up, take a breath in and release the hands, release the breath. Wrap those hands underneath that left thigh. You know the drill from here. So if you'd like to take the modifications, there's so many. Stay here, extend the leg, hold onto the wall, flex those toes, fits the twist, right hand to that outside edge, extend and reach, left arm behind you. Breathe in through your nose here, strong through your right quad. Let that breath go. On your next inhale, work your way back to center. The hands can come back into prayer. As the hands come into prayer, we are taking warrior 3. So prep your breath in. And then as you exhale, hands can either fan back into airplane as you extend this left leg back, or they can reach forward. Which do you prefer? Breath in. And that breath out. Last one. And then exhale, fingertips down for standing split. And that standing split, bow the chest down. Lift that left heel actively. One more inhale and exhale. On our next inhale, we rise up halfway. So we rise up halfway. We're taking the piston once more. So you're welcome to bend that right knee, pull that left knee into your chest, thread that left foot forward. If you want to drop the left heel down, drop it down. If you want to keep the knees together, keep the knees together. There's no incorrect place other than the one that doesn't feel appropriate to your body. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out of your nose. On that next breath in, pull that left knee in. Come back to your standing split. From that standing split, inhale, lift up halfway. Step your left foot back. Take that right foot, inhale for three-legged dog. Exhale, come into plank, three-legged or not. Exhale, honor off those knees. Lower all the way or halfway. Inhale, cobra or your upward facing dog. And then exhale, tilt those hips up, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Knees down to the earth, sending the hips back as you exhale for child's pose. Rest the hips comfortably, bow your chest down. Check in with yourself. Are you restricting the breath? Are you feeling warm? Is there more contentment in your heart? Did you allow the mind to connect with the soul? Whatever feels right for you. You're here just a few more inhales. Slowing the rate of your heart down. Finding that comfort within your own body. Take that little root walk if you'd like by drawing that pelvic floor muscle up and in, or even that perineum muscle if you're a gentleman. Keeping that connection with the navel towards the spine, or like you've coughed. Last inhale here. And that last exhale here. On your next breath in, begin to lift and rise up. As we lift and rise up, the palms come down to the earth. Our knees come back together, and we can wiggle our hips right side to left side. You have two different options here. The offering is figure 4 or pigeon. So if you prefer to come onto your back because you have anything going on with the low spine or your hips are really tight, then you'll work your way onto the mat on your back. If not, go ahead and tuck those toes under, lift the knees, tilt your hips up, downward facing dog. And on our inhale, that right leg goes up towards the sky. And as we exhale, that right knee finds its way behind the right wrist as our ankle goes over to the left side. We'll release the left knee down. First, begin by walking your toes back. Many times people start here and they drop down, but if you'll shift your hips back, use it as a little anchor. And then maybe with those toes tucked, you can allow your body to shimmy. Top of that left foot is on the earth. Take a quick check. Are your toes wonky? If the answer is yes, fix it to your comfort. Inhale, rise up pridefully. If your hip is lifted, you can place a pillow underneath this right hip, but all on your breath and time, flexing that right foot for protection of our knee. We'll exhale and bow down. If this is too deep for you, come onto your back or bring those elbows in front, stack your hands on top of one another, rest that space between your eyebrows on your stacked fists. Tune into the sound of your breath. And if you're on the same song as I am, allow yourself to truly be here now. Be present in this moment. This tends to be one of the poses that stirs up emotions, sometimes great emotions, sometimes emotions that you prefer not to revisit, and just accept it for what it is. The hips are known as the drawers that store those emotions, and so when we get deep into them, you'll feel those sensations. Or you may revisit moments, acknowledge them, accept them with love, and then move on. If you'd like to come into mermaid variation, inhale, rise up for prideful pigeon. If not, stay in your resting or sleeping pigeon. Looking over that left shoulder, you'll curl this left leg towards your body. With your left hand, grab it. External rotation, thumb points up, you grab that big toe side. If you had to adjust your body tremendously, maybe today is not the day to try this. But if you didn't have to adjust tremendously, just gently hug the heel towards your body. Keep that heart maybe somewhat looking forward, and if you can, lift and float that right arm up. And if it doesn't feel right, bring it back down. One more inhale here. And on that exhale, release. Fingertips come to the mat. Everyone, if you're in this figure 4 on the earth, stay there. And everyone else, inhale, rise up for prideful pigeon. Walk that left knee forward to protect your hip. Lift that left knee, pull your right knee into your body, keep it tucked, and then big giant circles in each direction. If you'd like, you can even step this right foot over towards the left edge and stretch that glute out. All on your breath and time, though, come back into that downward facing dog, setting up. If you're on your back, switch the direction of pigeon now. If you're in downward facing dog, inhale, extend and lift that left leg up. As you lift that left leg up, left knee behind the left wrist, your ankle behind the right wrist. Once more, start walking your hip back. As you walk the hip back, You may be able to drop the body down a little more comfortably versus just folding over. Stabilize. Take that prideful pigeon, lifting up. Sternum is strong, shoulders are down. Flexing your left toes, you'll breathe in. And on your exhale, you'll find sleeping pigeon. Variations if you need them. You might want to come up onto the elbows. You may want to stack your fists. You may even want to anchor your chin if you can't get down as low on one side versus the other. Honor yourself in the place you are in this moment. True respect of our body is accepting where we're at, enjoying the journey. It's not always about the final destination. It's the ride we get to take. You're here just another few inhales. Really tune into the sound of your breath. If you went into that mermaid variation, you'll inhale, rise up. This time you're looking over your right shoulder, curling that right foot towards your body, external rotation, grabbing the big toe side. If you really lifted the hips, then maybe just twist and stay here instead. Wherever you're at, breathe in. Breathe out. One more. And then exhale, release. Inhale into that prideful pigeon. From that prideful pigeon, start to walk that right knee forward, tucking the right toes, pulling the left leg into your body. Keep that left knee tucked, and then big circles. Step that left foot if you need to over towards that right side. Stretch the glute out a little more. Release the hip. Work your way as you inhale back into that three-legged dog to exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, roll into plank and on your knees. Send the hips to one side, flip your body so that now you're on your bottom. If you are already on your back, we're about to meet you there. If you still need some core work, boat pose is the offering today for that core work. Toes can be anchored into the earth, arms out to your sides or hands around the hammies. Toes can lift up, legs can be straight or bent, your choice. 3 low boats, 3 high boats. Pull the navel up and in, spread that collarbone wide, stay strong. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, high boat. 2 more, you got this. Exhale, high boat. Last one, inhale, low boat. Exhale, pull it in, high boat. Hands around the hammies. Roll your way onto your back. Big breath in here. Open mouth, sigh, let it go. Knees into the chest, small circles in one direction, maybe the opposite direction. We'll take 3 floating bridge poses. If you prefer no bridge pose, come into happy baby instead. And then we'll join you there. So the soles of the feet drop down to the mat. You're not squeezing the heels towards the glutes. You're aligning your knees with your heels. You're extending your fingertips towards your ankles, pressing the palms into the earth, pressing the feet into the earth. You'll inhale, lift the hips up, draw the navel towards the spine, squeeze and engage the pelvic floor muscle, that Kegel or perineum muscle. Hands can slide underneath, but then separate them once more as your shoulders come in. A breath in here. And as you exhale, bend those elbows. Imagine you're holding a present around your belly. Inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, squeeze those buns, lower it down. Last time, inhale, engagement. Like a small robot. Exhale, bring it down. Last time up, inhale, we lift up. And then exhale, we lower down. Release the shoulders from underneath the back. Slide those arms out, palms at your abdomen, knees come together as we send our feet out to the edges of the mat, and we windshield wiper. A big breath in here, and a big breath out. Working your way back to center, heel toe your feet towards one another. Pull that right knee into your chest, give it a nice little hug. Pull that left knee into your chest, give it a nice little hug. And then inhale, those legs go up for a little waterfall. Breathe in through your nose here. And breathe out of the nose. Arms can rest to your sides. If you're close to your couch or a wall, you're welcome to use that as a support mechanism or your prop. Extensions of our body. One more inhale here. And as we exhale, the knees come in towards our chest. We send the knees out towards our armpits and we grab the blades of our feet. Little happy baby. And that happy baby, you can rock from side to side. You can extend the legs into little check marks or half happy babies. You're also welcome to bring the soles of the feet together and then draw the knees or the thighs out to the edges. Wherever you're at, you're taking just 2 more inhales. Invite gratitude into your heart as you draw the breath in. Send it out with love. From happy baby, release. Knees come in towards the chest, arms, cactus or T out. And as we exhale, sending those knees to the right side of the room. Take that gaze as you exhale towards that left side. A little supine twist to finalize our practice this morning. Breath in and breath out. One more. Let it go. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release the knees to the left. Keep that right shoulder blade down. Breathe in through your nose. And on your exhale, take the gaze over towards the right if your neck is comfortable, if your spine feels good. Invite an emotion, a facial feature emotion, maybe smile. Another 2 inhales. Last breath in here. Make it large. Sigh it out if you wish. And then inhale. Bringing those knees and the gaze back towards center. Bring those knees in towards your body. Lift your head off the mat. Give yourself a big hug regardless of where you wrap those arms. Squeeze every fiber of your being. And then inhale, release. Exhale. Final resting place of Shavasana. Send the heels to the corners of your mat or beyond. Let your arms rest to the sides. Let everything go. Let the breath go. Let the thoughts release. And just be. Cleansing breath in if you'd like it. And that open mouth sigh, letting it go. Enjoy these next moments. It's a gift you gave yourself this morning for nourishment, replenishment, and that connection of mind, body, spirit. Bringing awareness to your space, to your physical presence. Begin by taking a full belly breath in through your nose. Open mouth sigh, let it go. Begin to bring gentle movement back into your fingertips, your toes, wrists, and then your ankles. Awakening your neck and your spine as you move your head from the right side of the room to the left side of the room. And as you return into a neutral spine, inhale, feel that big stretch as you take that good morning leap. Arms over your head, toes together. And as you exhale, curl yourself into a small ball, either both knees in at the same time or one at a time. Rolling over into fetal position to that right side of the room. Rest your head on your right bicep. Only when you're ready. Press through the left fingertips and rise up with your eyes closed if possible, facing anywhere you arrive. As you find that seated position, hands will come into prayer, and at our heart space, we'll draw a belly breath in through our nose, and we'll exhale, bow down. As we bow to each other in the journey we've shared this morning, the divine in me salutes and honors the divine love and light in each of you. It's been an honor and a pleasure spending this time with each of you. From my heart to yours, may you have a lovely day. Namaste.